This is the 9th video in a series related to the Liberty Hill 2040 Comprehensive Plan. If you haven't already seen all of the videos in this series, there are links in the description below. In video 8, the last video, we discussed the approach that was being undertaken in creating an implementation plan for the city of Liberty Hill. One of the foundational elements of this plan is to take an incremental approach to achieving the goals of the comprehensive plan. We do that with a pair of tools. The first, recommendations, are a series of broad goals that the city is looking to achieve. And second, actions are specifically achievable tasks that serve to provide a path to completing the recommendations. The interconnection between recommendations and actions is simple. For each recommendation, a series of actions have been drafted. These are tasks that various city departments, organizations, and partners will undertake. When a full set of actions are completed, that should indicate that a recommendation has also been achieved. So what makes up really great recommendations? Well, since recommendations are supposed to be a high-level strategy, what's most important is that they're sourced from community input, and that they're consistent with the community's values derived from that input. It's also imperative that the recommendations are informed by community conditions, such as the existing processes the city uses today, as well as things like physical and financial constraints that the city has. And lastly, the recommendations should bolster the assets we have and improve upon the things we're lacking. So what about actions? First, we must be able to clearly answer with a simple yes or no, has this action been completed? It should be specific and measurable. It should also have a defined time frame, and it should provide clear direction to the person or group who's been tasked with completing it. Most importantly, it must be achievable. Nebulous actions are actions that will not get completed. So let's take a look at an example of a recommendation and a few accompanying actions. Here, we're asking that the city develop and then utilize tools to evaluate new projects and initiatives. This comports with the goals of the community, as many residents specifically ask the city to provide more clarity on how projects and tasks have been evaluated. The actions below are each specific tasks that will help the city get closer to the recommendation. An action like number 3, to compile and map city utility data, is a finite task that we can clearly determine when it has been completed, and thus is answerable. It provides clear direction to staff that items like capacities, infrastructure size, and conditions also need to be compiled. And it's measurable because we can determine if each of these elements have been completed. Building and adopting a plan which makes use of recommendations and actions like the ones you see here will be key to Liberty Hill's success in the coming months as the plan is adopted and moves into its implementation phase. To learn more or stay updated on progress of the plan, please visit lhtx2040.com.